So I've never done this before, but I'm doing a June favorites video. There's just so much stuff I really like right now, and I feel like, yeah, guys would like to know. You can tell how much I do videos. Okay. This is primarily health and fitness faves. There's one thing in here that's not necessarily health or fitness, but who cares? And if you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and let me know, because then I would love to do it again for July. Or if there's another category of favorites that you might want me to touch base on, then also let me know, because then maybe I can make that happen this month, you know? So let's get into it. I'm actually really excited about this because I'm pretty much excited about everything that's in this pile, obviously. Let's see where I want to start. Let's start with my coffee. Had to think about that for a really long time. Pretty much everything about this is my favorite. The main thing I wanted to talk about with this is the foam. Can you stop texting me? I am someone that I will not start my day until I have coffee. I get up at 4:45 every single morning, so coffee is first. I go out to buy it so often that whether it's the middle of the day like it is right now, or if it's first thing in the morning, I want that cup of coffee to be the best. Just pouring black coffee into a cup doesn't really do it for your girl. So I bought this thing on Amazon for $35 maybe, and it is an at-home frother. You guys, it's so easy. You just pour the milk into this line that's in here, and then you press the button for whatever kind of milk you're making. So if you're doing cold foam, which is what I just did because I'm having a cold coffee, you just press that button, and then if you're doing like a hot foam, you do the bottom button. That's literally it. It's so easy, it's dumb. So like for this foam, I wanted like the coffee to actually get some of the milk too. And so you just don't foam it for as long. So I maybe foam it for like 7 seconds, and then you get this kind of foam on top, and then the milk goes into the coffee, and it's like this whole freaking situation. If you want just straight up foam, you just press the button, and then when it turns off, it's ready to go. It's been a game changer in the Rose household. Even my boyfriend loves it. And you just plug it in and use it, rinse it off, and you're good to go. Something that I might love more than coffee is wine. This is honestly for not even babes on a budget, but like babes that love convenience and babes on a budget. This wine is my absolute #1 go-to. I think I've turned so many people on to this wine. It's called Rare Earth. It's a Cabernet from California. It's organic. It's like $8, and they sell it at Trader Joe's, and it's bomb. Obviously I've had wines that are cheap and they suck, and that's not fun. And I've had wines from who knows where I have one glass and the next day I have a hangover. I could drink like 3 glasses, not that I would, and be fine. So that's cool. While we're in the food and drink department, we're gonna go to my new favorite snack. My friend has a baby, and so every time I go to their house, she always brings these snacks out, and I don't know why I never thought to get them for myself, because I always eat them when I'm at her house. So I finally got them. Nothing's too brand new. They're just veggie sticks. But like, why have I never bought them before? I can have 80 sticks for 130 calories. 80, and I just eat one at a time. So it's like by the time you put this thing in your mouth 80 times, you're chilling. It's like a whole episode of Real Housewives. Bomb. Next, we're talking teas. This is obviously not an ad, everyone relax. This tea is about $5. I get it at Ralph's. I've been getting it at Ralph's from like the start of time. It's called Super Slim Triple Leaf Tea. Okay, it's the red box, it's caffeine free, and I'm just gonna be real with you guys. This will wake you up in the middle of the night. It's a digestive tea, helps get things moving, and it doesn't mess around. So honestly, take caution when having this tea. If you're looking for a nice little cleanse, nice little detox, this has your back 100%. My next favorite, while we're on the concept of detoxing and cleansing, is Organic Detox and Cleanse Powder from MRM USA. This has saved my life multiple times. I always bring a pack with me on vacation because it's just necessary. It has organic, so many things: spirulina, aloe vera leaf, dandelion leaf, acai berry, ginger root, noni fruit, One scoop is only 30 calories and it actually tastes really good. I have no problem just putting this in some water, shaking it up, and just enjoying it. This is a peach mango flavor. Love it. I'm just doing a cleanse and want something kind of fruity to sip on instead of just water. This makes a really, really great option. Another product from, ow, my legs, MRM. This bag is surprisingly not opened, but it's one of my favorite all-time products ever. I just got a bunch at one time, so I found one that I haven't used yet, which is great. Maca Root, let me tell you a little story about Maca Root. I was cocktail serving at a lounge at night, and so I was just constantly tired. And so I was getting ready to go to work, and before work I would always make a smoothie because I didn't want to get tired, or I didn't want to get hungry in the middle of my shift at work. And so I'd have a smoothie to get in the protein and fill me up. So I made a protein shake, and I hadn't had the MRM Maca Root powder yet. So I put a scoop of it in my protein shake, went to work, whatever. And I was at work, and I had like 3 different coworkers tell me that I seemed super focused, like weirdly, and I could feel it too. I was like, definitely agree with you, like something, I'm just on it today, and I didn't know why. So I started reading more about Maca Root, and turns out Maca Root is really good for not only women's hormones, but it's also really good for focus and energy, like crazy good. I would start with a tablespoon. I don't suggest starting with a tablespoon, maybe start with half a tablespoon and work your way up. At this point I'm at 2 tablespoons, and I feel like it's just my natural way of life. So, but I've had girls that have taken it and they see that their acne clears up. So depending on why you have acne, it might be a hormonal imbalance. So in that case, Maca Root could help. But if you're like a mom or a student, or if you're super delicate when it comes to caffeine, I highly suggest you try Maca Root. It might be a huge game changer for you. So go Maca Root. What's next? This is definitely a June favorite. This is from Amazing Grass, and it's basically a little tablet that you just plop in your water and it fizzes up. It's full of electrolytes, vitamins, and greens, which is really cool. I'm feeling a little hungover. I pop one of these in my water the next day, chug it, I feel great. And it tastes really good. This is strawberry lemonade flavor. It just looks like this little tablet. It's actually my last one in there, so I really do love these. I use them a lot. So definitely check these out. It's called Green Superfood Hydrate from Amazing Grass. Okay, one of my more recent favorites has been this, also from Amazing Grass, Amazing Protein. It is a plant-based protein. It has superfoods, collagen synthesis. It is a plant-based protein with superfoods and collagen there's good stuff in here. I just really like it because it tastes really good. It doesn't have as much protein as maybe like a protein that I'm used to. The proteins that I normally have like 22 to 25 grams of protein. This does only have 15 grams of protein, but it is still really good. I've used it in baking, I've used it in smoothies, obviously. So it's just kind of fun to switch things up every now and then. Just a good vanilla flavor that I like a lot. 2 more things. I don't necessarily consider myself an amazing cook. Like, I don't know how to make anything like fancy, but I do know how to make quick, easy things. And I think that if you find that you're kind of in this rut where you're maybe having the same thing all the time, or that you don't know how to make these quick, easy things, you can do 2 things. One, you can go check out my 50 Meals Made Easier ebook that I just launched a couple months ago because it is fuego. Or you can do what I kind of started off doing, which is I just got a cookbook. And I started with Elizabeth Stein's cookbook from Purely Elizabeth. It's called Eating Purely, and it has more than 100 all-natural, organic, gluten-free recipes for a healthy life, is what it says. Pan-seared halibut and Brussels sprouts. Carrot cake. Yeah. I've done her cheesecake. I've done her quinoa veggie fried rice, grilled corn avocado and tomato salad, her banana bread. It's just a good way to, I think, gain more confidence in the kitchen and also know that you're making something really healthy and clean for yourself. There's different dressing recipes, ideas in here, and that's always a really good place to start if you don't cook very often, because it's simple and you can use it for a bunch of different things. And I think dressing is one of the biggest things that you could even start with kind of removing from your diet if you tend to go for a very dense, calorically high dressing. I catch myself flipping through this all the time, like when I don't know what to cook, and you get really good ideas out of cookbooks, and it just, like I said, makes you feel more confident. The last thing that I wanted to show you guys, that's my June favorites. is the one thing that's not necessarily health or fitness related, but I guess it's like a healthy mind. We could take that route. It's this book I read called The Go-Giver, and there's some really great reviews on the back here. I read this book in one day. I literally went for a hike and started reading it and had finished it by the time I was done hiking. It's just a cute story that kind of talks to you about how giving is always gonna be the one thing that can give so much back to you, and the ways that you can do that in your relationship and in your business, and how that kind of just expands your, not only your relationships, but your quality of life and your connections and just the way that you're able to grow. I think a lot of the time we get so focused on us and how we can improve ourselves, and we kind of think about like how other people can maybe help us. But I swear, like, I read this book and the whole, I'd say the next like 4 weeks, my mindset was very much like, I want to help you, how can I help you? And I was genuine. Like, I really did want that. This book really made me see that it's just better, and it makes you feel better when you can give someone something that you have to offer. And I don't even remember necessarily if anything came back towards me, but the way I felt was really good. And so I ended up reaching out and getting the book a second time because I want to reread it and I want to try to make those things more of a habit. So healthy mind, I think is super important and getting talked about a lot more, which is awesome. But we don't have to dive too far into that. So anyway, those are my June favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like I said, please give it a thumbs up. And if there's anything that you have questions about, please leave the questions in the comment box below. And let me know if you want to see another video like this, or like I said, a different category of my favorites. All right, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.